my bad. I totally forgot the countdown. Alright. Howdy, hey everyone. I'm just trying to figure out how... Oh, fixed it, okay. For some reason, it wasn't in presentation mode for the tier list, so there's just a bunch of ads on the sides. So, let me just fix that real quick, and then I can chat with you guys. Because I refuse to have ads if I'm not being paid. Hey Gabs, hey Ghost. Wait, I really hope I wasn't on zero. It's been 7 minutes, so you guys have been on the zero screen for like 2. Whoops, my bad. Alright, how's everyone doing this fine Tuesday afternoon? Because I've actually recorded a few videos. I was gonna wait until after the stream, but then I realized I might be tired or sweaty. So I just recorded a few now. My hair unfortunately can't... And I need to... Fuck. My hair for some reason can't do the spikes like it used to, so my zero kind of looks strange, so I'm just gonna actually... I'll just be me for now. But yeah, I have a few videos recorded, and my sibling actually said I could use the ring light later, so I might test that out. I'm not too sure how it's gonna look, because I am very particular about my lighting. Whippets. Is that just a Quebec thing? Because Whippets. What? Maybe it's... Okay, because apparently Canada's the only place that says Soviets. I have never heard us say Soviets before. And for anyone who's not Canadian, that's a napkin. Apparently we say Soviet, and I didn't start hearing that until I was working last year, and that fucking threw me off. Okay, but since it's MHA ranking, I gotta ask, what would be your quirk in the universe? I have thought long and hard about that. In French we do. Yeah, I guess Soviet's like the Quebec side, but I've been told it's like all of Canada. It's weird. In terms of quirks that we already know exist, there's without a doubt in my head that I have some kind of fire type quirk. Just because of everyone. Oh, Gabby's in chat. So in Vay's stream a while ago, Ghost was like, "What are you, a shoulder kitty?" Gabby, do you want to tell them what I did to myself as a child? But yeah, without a doubt, I would have to say a fire quirk. But in terms of personality, I feel like I better fit the explosion quirk just because I have the same personality type as Boku. We don't talk about that though. Yeah, that's why I didn't say anything in Vay's chat, because you were like, I know it was a joke, like, "Oh, what are you, a shoulder kitty?" But it's just like, haha, more than you know. But in terms of quirks that we haven't really seen in MHA, or just like superhero abilities, I really like teleportation. Teleportation is fucking... It's awesome. How about you guys? What quirks would you guys want? Just because, let's get the ball rolling, because Elliot said they might join me to roast Bakugo later, but we'll see. Oh, if you don't remember, I won't say anything then, just because, oh god, Thomas, I think our personalities are more similar than I thought. I also have Bakugo's personality. That must be why I hate you. But yeah, Elliot said that they might join us later, so you might hear them. But if not, then, oh well. But to do the thing I always love to do, let me pull up the stream. Hi, welcome to the live show. 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 Fuck, that's such a long delay. Okay. Hi, welcome to the live show. Fuck, that's such a long delay. Okay. I have a long list, Ghost. A long list. I have a long list, Ghost. A long. But nice, Pyromania. And then Gabs said that they would probably have a dumb quirk, like turning things into banana. Hey, potassium, and also food. You know, bold hunger. So that's not really dumb if you think about it. Because if you've watched season 4, there's someone who can turn leaves into money, but it doesn't last, so they turn back to leaves. That is a dumb quirk. But yeah, as I said before, but I think I stopped talking halfway for some reason. If you don't remember, then I just won't say anything, cause let's try to keep trauma off my channel for as long as I can. I mean, in the Discord, I've said it so many fucking times, but like, I'm already edging on like suicide and death on Twitch. I don't need to also bring up childhood trauma. That shit is. Oh wait, have you heard that audio? It was Old MacDonald had a farm and Bingo was his name. Oh, B, aggressive. BANANAS. I really want to get into Denki solely so I could use that. But have you guys seen the skate hypo shoes from Vans? Those are fucking awesome, and I really want them, but they sold out in the UK, in North America, and in Australia. Because it's the same color scheme as Denki. I posted it on Twitter before, and it's just, if I get those, I will bleach my hair blonde. I will do Denki permanently for like a year or two. That's not permanent, but like permanent in terms of me bleaching my hair. Because I'm gonna pull up the photo. Hold on. It's a great ass shoe, and they're also meant for skating. So like, I can skate as Denki, and I think that's just beautiful. If I just came in when I heard family trauma, childhood trauma, I mean. Yeah, that seems to be a thing where when I mention trauma, everyone likes to jump in. Hi, Azriel. But yeah, so like these black, white, and yellow shoes, and they look like not look like, they have lightning bolts on it, so it feels like Denki, and I want them so badly, but they're sold out in that specific color scheme. So unless I do like villain Denki, there are black ones available, but I want the yellow ones. Where is it? Bingo. Alright. Let me move this around. Windows capture. Let's go get Twitter. Boom. Like, you see this? Black, yellow, and white shoes for Denki. But they're sold out, Gabby, that's the issue! I would totally buy them if they weren't. Right? They're so fucking awesome! Oh, yeah, you want them now, huh, Gabs? So, like, imagine! Because, these are also, so Fans actually has, like, a specific line of shoes for skating. If you see the little red label, the red label at the back of your shoe, that means that they're meant for skating. I actually met someone, in Ottawa who worked at Azumi's. Although you can skate in... although I can go through puberty, although you can skate in like any kind of shoe, the grip is something that's really important. So normal Vans shoes, aren't the best. I mean, they slip down a hill, set the board flying through traffic. But if you want to skate in regular Vans shoes, that's just something you gotta watch out for. But yeah, so like these shoes are made specifically for skateboarding, have lightning bolts, and look like Denki. I mean, come on. mm. I do not condone your actions. But yeah, like, Jesus! And it's just, if anyone sees that they go on sale, or like they're restocked or whatever, let me fucking know. Right? They also fit Zero's color. Oh, if you see the black ones, they're more Zero's colors, because if you've noticed, aside from his like waist and his shoulder pads, nothing else is really yellow on him and his helmet. But like Denki X Zero or anything really, that's I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, Jesus, it's just sorry, I don't know why we were talking about shit. I like shopping. Can you tell that from how excited I am about shoes? uh, but there was something else I wanted to mention before stream. I do not remember what it was. Right? Shopping's Gabs. If we ever meet up and we don't go shopping, that's just anarchy. Oh, if you go to Ottawa, the Rito Center, it has 5 floors and a rooftop. It's beautiful. It gets really cold in the wintertime, but like it's still open to the public, which is maybe a little dangerous, but like it's beautiful. So just putting that out there. But yeah, just because I'm gonna milk this video for as much as I can. What? That doesn't. I'm gonna do class 1B first, just because I feel like everyone's waiting for 1A. I was gonna say something else. Oh! I potentially will be cutting this down to be a YouTube video. I already did it with the Olympian one, but yeah, this one might also be a YouTube video. I'm not too sure. So if this is hi, this is the intro. I refuse to record an actual intro just because it was the thing where like I was going to set up my actual camera and then just put that over the camera overlay, but then I was like, nah, this is a Twitch stream. It's just gonna be a Twitch stream highlight. I'm not gonna actually try to like full on video this. Anyways. Right, the mushroom girl is so fun. And psychotic, I love her. I mean, she was willing to just take out Tokiyami. I'm just staring at Monoma, and you know, his face is really punchable. I love Monoma, so, fuck you. She would provide the Oh, Gabby. Oh, you should really... My Hero, my Villain Academia is being published as we speak. You gotta finish it, because after my Villain Academia, there's the war arc, and that gets intense. Anyways, without further ado, Perfect. Let me also... There we go. I know the villain arc, and I kind of know what happens because of the manga. Yeah, so it's just like, you have to watch it now just because it's just gonna get worse and worse, and this is like the last bit of, like, feel good. But yeah, we could do what I did last time where, because there's 20 students in 5 categories, that's like 4 in each. Or I could just shit on a bunch of them. So, I actually don't remember, oh. Thank you for the follow, Karma. I hope your day's been well. You don't have to chat in chat if you don't want to, but we are just about to get started on tier listing rank Class B. You're gonna wait for season 5 to be completely I can't do that. I know what happens in the manga, but I just need to know what happens in the anime, because you know they change things, just little things. But yeah, without further ado, because I actually don't remember some of the students, I'm gonna do it purely on Quirk. Because, if I'm being honest, like, let's be real. In Kendall's episode, you saw that each of them had a little backstory. You saw the relationships to each other. But in, like, Bakugo's episode, do you even remember the Quirks? I mean, I do, because, like, I googled it before going live, but, like, you know... they really changed it in the anime for the manga, because I have... Didn't finish your sentence. I wrote out about using cause subs and codes, interesting. But yeah, because I don't remember some of the personalities, I can't fairly rank them. And also because some of them are on losing teams, that kind of also weighs in. So yeah, we're gonna do it purely on Quirk and how much I like them. And Copy is such a great Quirk. I do not care what any of you say. Ghost, shut up. I can feel you typing. Can we talk about the Kirishima clone? Tetsu. It's awesome. The only downside is, and if you read the manga, there is... We will not tolerate Monoma slander in my chat. I will time out you. The thing is, he has like a temperature thing, whereas Kirishima can constantly harden and get stronger hardening. Tetsu. He's set, you know, it's still. Why do I hate you? I can do an entire stream of why I hate you if you really want me to. But Tetsu, he's made of steel. He can't strengthen it as much as he would want to, so unfortunately, he wouldn't be that strong. He would be on the lower half, because where I rank my Quirks is how much he can train with them. Tetsu can train as much as he wants. He can build up his tolerance in terms of being hit, but in terms of actually building up a stronger metal, it's not gonna happen. You forgot about the American girl? Okay, Pony, she's actually pretty cool. And like, her Quirk, it's not just offensive, it's defensive and evasion. It's like, I mean, I can't spoil it because some of you haven't watched season 5, but she actually saves her team with her Quirk, her entire team. And it's just, remember, her team is up against Todoroki, Ida. I do not remember the others, if I'm being honest. You can cook him like a potato? Someone I really like though is Ryu? I can't pronounce Asian names, which is hilarious because I'm Asian. I love his Quirk. Imagine shooting out dragon skills. I feel like the next thing we need to watch, me and my friend, is My Hero Academia so we can catch up. Oh wait, you said something about Orin Host Club, but your message got pushed up so I can't see it. But Orin Host Club is so fucking fun. I need to rewatch it. Something that might be controversial is Emily, because her thing is poltergasm, it's telekinesis. But telekinesis kind of but and also her downside is that even though she can move things with her telekinesis, she can still feel the weight of it, so she would have to start bulking up and stuff to then move larger and bigger things. So it is something that can be, you know, trained for, unlike Tetsu, but it's also kind of basic, because like we also see with Midoriya's mother that she also has a form of telekinesis, and you know, she's just kind of stuck with moving small objects. So Emily and Tetsu might be on the same level, but for now I think Emily's quirk is just a little worse than his. But speaking of the shadow dude, I fucking love his quirk, it's awesome. I'm not sure who I'm gonna put in S tier yet, so I'm gonna keep all three of them in A, but like, just imagine being able to fade into anything. Especially because of how emo people are in North America, you can literally just hide by walking up to someone. And it's just... literally, just go out at nighttime, you won't be seen. You won't have to be seen. Like, oh, there's an awkward situation, let me just back into this really dark corner where you will never see me again. If I had to have any quirks in 1B, honestly, quirks in 1B would be, I gotta go with either Vines or Copy. Just because Vines is also a really good one, and she doesn't seem to have any downsides to her quirk, because she can cover the entire battlefield with it, she can sense things with it, and feel it's so fucking OP. The only downside is her actual personality being super fucking religious, even though everyone puts her down as a bisexual. Fine girl in a botanical garden, she would be so fucking OP. And I thought all quirks would have like a negative side effect. See, they should, and they all to an extent do, but I haven't seen any negative side effects with her, because literally it nothing. I mean, it's good against electric attacks. It can cover people up. She can encase entire areas full of vines, and she can even break into the ground with just her hair to then make more vine. I don't know if she has a negative side effect. Maybe in the manga they mention it, but I do not remember. But something that might come as a surprise is this dude, Twin Impact. Twin Impact is pretty cool because if he hits someone, he could then use his quirk to then make it feel like you got hit again, but 10 times harder. So imagine just being patted, and then like a few minutes later, you just feel like a hand crushing down on your shoulder. Maybe the heaviness hurts. You would think that, right? But she doesn't seem to have like... She doesn't seem to have like any muscle problems either. I don't know. Because she's also used her vines as a full body shield. So it's just like... Because like vines should have like thorns and stuff. I don't see any negativity from her thing, and I don't think it's been shown yet. I guess she does, you know, need to be in an earthy place because, you know, she can't break into steel because it's metal. I still don't know how the comic guy has a weakness. The comic guy has a weakness because it's all off with his throat. So like just a simple throat punch, or if he just runs out of breath, or if he needs water, it's gonna kill him. Not kill him, but it's gonna really hurt him. Because imagine going kapow, kapow, kapow for like 30 minutes straight. Imagine she has to take care of them like actual plants. I mean, if you take care of your body as you should as a normal human being, it's not that different. Because I learned that one of my friends yesterday has not drank water in 3 weeks. So, hold on. If you haven't drank water today, or in the last week, get on it. What the fuck? Anyways, back to the tier listing. Oh, like so. I mean, hey, mud mask. People do that for the face and hair sometimes. It's like an actual thing. If you look up some like home remedies, dirt is actually something you can use in your hair. Yeah, we need to drown them. Remind me when I get affiliate to make sure there's at least a 5-minute interval between my hydrates. Where were we? So another thing that I don't really like is the glue guy. I don't remember what his quirk name is, but he basically spits out glue. Because you tried to drown Mush last time. I did not try to drown anyone. I am a child. No, I was gonna say a child of God, but like if you read the Bible, drowning is not above them. Christian mythology is just so interesting because they're so righteous until you remember in Kings 2, because someone called another person bald, God sent 2 bears to kill the entire village. Yeah, I've read the Bible. Fight me. There's so many. But this is not a Bible stream. This is a My Hero Academia stream. But yeah, I don't know. With not to be prejudiced against mutant quirks, but you get you look like a glue bottle, and your quirk is glue when glue factories still probably exist in My Hero Academia. So it's just, you know, so for me he's D tier. I actually really like Ewaz as a person, Ewaz, but his quirk just mending. It's great, but it's not the best because you can mend skin. As we saw in the training camp arc with Momo, you can mend skin together, not just steel pipes and stuff. But could you imagine when you were first learning to control it, like you're just scratching your head and all of a sudden like you're just stuck like this for a week? Because like I can imagine with like a lot of these, some of them are pretty easy, like, oh, your hair is vines now. Okay. Oh, you can sink into shadows. As we saw in the show, if he's trying to light on him, he'll just pop out again. Shooting skills, I mean, that might be a little dangerous, but I felt like he had it under control. And copying is just, yeah. I feel like in terms of downsides, imagine just like hugging someone as a child, because like you're happy, and now you're there like that. Right? And remember, he can hold up to 5 quirks at a time, so it's just like all for one. Okay, again, controversial. Kendo is a beautiful person, but her power comes from her mind, her strategy. Yes, Big Fist does come in handy, and we see that it is the reason why she ends up winning in certain situations. If she wasn't as smart as she was, using Big Fist to her advantage wouldn't be as easy. So for me, that's just B tier. He's like, Sandman. No, you're right. And you should say it. She's super smart, and she can use her quirk to her advantage. But imagine not being as smart as her. Like, I'm going to assume all of us have seen the training camp arc. Not all of us would have been smart enough to throw ourselves in front of the gun and then use our big fist to smack it away. You know? And then also using her big fist to like fan out the air. It's just it's, you know, that's strategy. That's not just your quirk. And going back to the comic dude, because we were talking about him earlier, I do like him, but imagine like I imagine sneezing, and all of a sudden the entire school is like being shooken because it's like an earthquake sound, like achoo, poof. I don't know. I feel like that could be really dangerous, and I don't know if he can like control it. Like, could you imagine if he's like, if he like stubs his toe, it's like bang, ow, by like force of habit, and all of a sudden someone's shot. I don't know. I feel like that can be really dangerous, but it's also fucking amazing if you saw that episode. Is it bad that I'm not caught up with MHA at all? No, it's not bad. But I do apologize if I spoiled anything for you, Karma. What season are you on by chance? Just so that I know not to like say anything, especially with season 4, because I love. Everyone hates season 4, but I really love the Mafia arc. Oh god, imagine him as a child and crying. Oh my god, like the Wildlands, like that would have been a river. Yeah, I just want to like spoil anything just in case. So I know season 5 is off limits for a few people, but until you say something, I'm gonna assume that the training camp arc is a-okay. I actually forgot what her quirk is. Oh no, hold on. I kept this open for a reason. Which one was it? Which one was it? Oh, she's nice. Got it. Alright, so being able to change. I don't mind spoilers. It's right. Alright, sweet. Also, thanks for joining the chat, Karma. I hope you enjoy your stay. I'm very opinionated, if you've noticed. Being able to change the size of things. That sounds fucking cool. And also, as I'm saying this, I'm looking at the screen. I'm still on the Wikipedia page, so shit, that lag. But yeah, being able to change the size of anything sounds fucking awesome. Like, imagine, like, you only have a few dollars for, like, a hot dog. You can make that huge and just eat it. Or, like, nachos, or, like, you could have a giant gummy bear. A giant gummy bear. I mean, come on. So, I mean, this is what my personal ranking is. So I'm gonna put her in A tier, because, like, imagine it. Or, like, you buy a boat and it ends up being a small dinghy. You can size it up to a yacht. Or, like, you find a piece of gold, you can size that up. It's not going to change the molecular structure of it, so it's still going to be gold. Like, it's a cool ass quirk. Actually, no, you're S tier. I don't know your name, but I love your quirk. I fucking. So this dude is actually softening. He can make the surfaces around him soft. This dude, and although that can be fun, I feel like it wouldn't be my tracing quirks. It's still a pretty good quirk, because, like, imagine imagine, like, a bunch of boulders are falling. As long as someone can, like, shoot him up towards the sky, if he, like, touches all the boulders, he can make it really soft, and, like, it's not gonna hurt you as much as it would if it was, like, solid. Or, like, you need to jump from a burning building. He can make the ground below you soft so that you can jump onto it. I feel like softening is a pretty good quirk, but also, you know, in terms of fighting a villain, unless you're strategic and can, like, soften the ground around him, how do you fight with that? So maybe he's B tier, but I'm gonna keep him in C for now. Yeah, it's definitely more of a rescue hero. Who knows? Maybe he'll fight like a still or metal villain, and it's just like tap. Now you're an inflatable arm person. Razor. He's sharp. That's all he is that he's sharp. It's not my thing, you know? Like, if I wanted something sharp, I'll just grab a knife. But this one, she can split her body into multiple pieces, and although she does have a limit to how much she can split and for how long she can do it for, it's still pretty great. Got a cool haircut still. I guess he has a cool haircut. I don't know. I wasn't really a fan of like mullets. I mean, not mullets, mohawks. I had a mullet. If I didn't, um, but yeah, she can split her body into a lot of things. It's great for recon. It's great for battle because like she can assume all her body parts together and like you just see like her hand, like, oh, it's just a hand, and then you see the rest of her body parts just like zooming at you. I feel like that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna put her in A tier. Because like if it wasn't for the way they fought during the class versus class battle, her quirk was the one that basically did the most for them. And you better put the mushroom girl in S. Oh yeah, 100%. There's no way she is not. I mean, everyone else is like, no, you can't do that very bad thing that you can 100% do on command. And she's like, my quirk, my rules, and we're gonna win. And she fucking tries to kill them. I mean, come on. She is a... Could you imagine, like, a villain being like, I'm gonna get away, and then it's just like, she doesn't even have to be near them for it to start to grow inside of them. So, like, she can do the most without movement, and I think that's pretty cool. Solid Air. Believe it or not, I actually really like this quirk. Why is my mouse lagging like that? Solid Air is like, I don't know how to explain why I love it so much. But imagine it. It's like, you can blow out solid air and like you can start jumping on them. You can create boxes with them. You can also, you know, defend, protect. It's a well-rounded quirk. And speaking of well-rounded, we have Gyrate, which it can be fun. Like if you punch someone and while you still have contact, you still start drilling your hand into them. But I don't know if I like it or if I just like his character design, you know? And beast mode, I really do apologize for putting most of the mutants in the lower tiers. But you see how dumb he gets when he goes into beast mode because he then doesn't really have a human conscience. So it's not something I particularly would want. I feel like I would want to have control of myself. So now it's deciding, do I move people up to S or do I move people down to D? Again, being able to move things, being able to change the sizes of things, I feel like, isn't he based off of Beast in the X-Men? I think so. No, wait, isn't Beast blue? I mean, wait, no, I know what you mean now, in terms of, like, how he changes into a beast and can't control himself. Never mind, I'm being stupid. Yeah. Being able to change the sizes of things, I feel like that's pretty fucking awesome. And could you also imagine just, like, you shrink your... It's like an Ant-Man thing. You shrink yourself down, get inside of the villain and just like explode out of them. That's a little aggressive, but like I feel like that'd be something you can do. Mushroom Girl. We've already discussed this. She has the deadliest quirk that I fucking love. Monoma. He can't copy all quirks, but he can copy a lot of them. And with the quirks that he can copy, he's pretty skilled in them. Like, he does have to take a chance in the fact that sometimes he might get a blank, and so he has to risk that. But oh, hey little dude. Sorry, I'm being surrounded by cats. But he knows how to control his quirks once he gets them. She's ready to commit. She's ready to commit murder, and I love her for that. Same. The skills thing. as fun as it is, I mainly see it as fun. I don't really see it as like OP. And with Black, again, it's more of a fun thing, but for in terms of if I would personally love to have it, or if I think it would be super OP, I actually like being seen and being visible, so the fact that his quirk involves him hiding in shadows, it's not my vibe. And also, you know, sunlight is very easily available, so he would have to be like a nighttime hero. Vines. Vines is fucking awesome, but if you go off the fact that maybe the Vine girl should go in S tier. Yeah, I was gonna say that as awesome as she is, your quirk does influence your personality. So just by having vines, would that then mean I have to start acting religious? That's my only downside to it, because like she's like, religion aside, she's also a little dense. And is that because her vines can condense and, you know, create walls, you know? But also, personally, I wouldn't want to have vines for hair, just because I really like to mess with my hair and cut it and dye it and stuff, and I wouldn't be able to do that with vines. This gal, the one who can split her body up into many pieces, as fun as that is, she also feels the pain that those parts feel. So imagine you split up and someone grabs a piece of you and then just tortures that. I don't want that. I'd rather be all in one piece than be in multiple pieces that can be individually harmed. In terms of B tier, we have Oni, who her quirk is pretty fucking cool. Would I want it? No. But it's really good, and it's kind of like Hawks and his feathers, where he can save people using the horns. But I don't know, not my taste. Twin Impact is pretty cool, but that also requires you to first land an impact, which can possibly be done. But it's also like, if you hit someone for the first time and like if you stab someone in the chest, if you use Twin Impact, that's gonna hurt 10 times more. I feel like that might be a little dangerous, but I also really like Twin Impact, so I'm gonna put him in A tier. With Welding, Big Fist, and Solid Air, they're all good in their own right, but I can imagine myself getting mad at someone just welding their mouth shut, so I probably shouldn't have that quirk. But Kendo can use her fist as sledgehammers, like in small in the air, and then I suppose big. Yeah, see, that's in terms of strategy. But the thing is, what if you weren't as smart as Kendo to then realize that that's something you can do? Ooh, my thing is lagging. Give me a second. Because like, the reason why Kendo is so high is because she's already smart, but in terms of just the quirk itself, you'd have to really think about it, which is, you know, not everyone is as smart as her. You shouldn't be a hero. I never said I would be a hero, thank you very much. According to every fucking person and TikTok in existence, I apparently, at most, would be an anti-hero. Or the hero that no one believes in. So, yeah. And then we have Tetsu, comic manga, Softener Dude, and Driver. They're all pretty good quirks, but Tetsu can't... Actually, I'm gonna put Tetsu in D, just because you can't upgrade your quirk. It's just there as is. You've already reached your full potential by being able to harden yourself. Yeah, you seem like an anti-hero, but anti-heroes are just heroes without a license, right? Um, but like, manga, all he has to do is carry around water, like lozenges, and he can create pretty good things. But then it's also like, it'd also be stuck with those, he can't make sound effects when he's like playing around because those sound effects might actually come out. It's like, I'm not sure how many of you are, you know, or, but going pew pew with your friends. He would shoot someone if he did that. So that he has to be really cautious, and I'm not someone to be cautious. Softening. Honestly, the more I think about it, the more softening really is fun. But in terms of like being a hero, it definitely is more the rescue hero side of things, not a combat one, because he was more on the capture side of things than offensive in the 5th season, so he's still gonna be C tier for me. And dry rate, although it can be really fucking awesome, I get motion sickness, so just dry rating my head if I ever had to do that would probably take me out. Telekinesis. This is something you can actually train to grow, but it's also just telekinesis. I mean, like, Monoma can just copy that. The size girl, she can just make something really big to make it really high and then make it small again so it falls down, so, impromptu telekinesis. And then Vine, she can just grab something and throw it at someone. Like, telekinesis is fun, but it's in terms of everything else, it's not my taste. Being able to glue everything together, nah. We have glue, we have knives, and I don't want to lose control of myself while I have my quirks. So I feel like this would be my class B tier list. If I wanted to make it even, I would move Vines to S tier, and honestly, I would move Emily to C tier instead of Tetsu, just because with Emily, she can grow her quirk. It is something that is also fun, telekinesis. It's just not, Tetsu. All he really can do is keep himself hardened for longer. That's it. Here's a big disadvantage, to be honest. Like, just pull on it, right? That's one of my issues. I didn't want it just because, what if I wanted to dye my hair? You can't bleach vines, but also just grab on it. Of course, she can wrap herself around you if need be, but like, fire. We haven't seen her against a fire type yet. So yeah, so that is my personal thing with Class 1B in terms of quirks and if I would want them. And I am going to save this off camera because actually I don't need to save it off camera, I can just change the screen again. Boom, hi there. Oh, what? I wonder if her vines are like Mineta got targeted by Automon. Oh my god. I was like, why did your message get... I was like, why are you spraying my chat so often? I'm not gonna accept that. So I read your message, and it's Mineta that got targeted. Yeah. Banana! God fucking... Guys, what the fuck? Oh my god. We will not tolerate slander to the one canonically bi character because apparently people don't want to recognize Toga for some reason. We will not antagonize the one canonically bi hero student. There we go. See, Gabby, as much as I want to allow your message, Automod will then allow those words to be said, and I really don't want to hear other people say a few of what you just said. Because I know you guys are saying it in like a nice manner, but in the future when there's other people who don't know me, I don't want them to then say the same thing. It's kind of like why with fuck I let Automod deal with that, just because, yeah, you know, if you're, you know, my follower and we're like, haha, fuck, that was awesome. But then there's also other things like, oh, fuck you. And it's just like, if I accept fuck, then Automod then stops searching for fuck in messages. Alright, and now, for the best part, we get to do 2 more tier lists. We get to do Class 1A as students, and Class 1A as just the quirks. So I'm gonna start off with the quirks just because I feel like a lot of you will not like how low I put Katsuki Bakugo. But let's get to it. So in terms of quirk, it's a core quirk, but a lot of people tend to forget you have to have a good body for it. Yeah, if you're gonna message them not on my server, cause I would rather not. All for one takes a lot of fucking strength, and if you don't know how to control yourself, okay, so 1, you have to have a good body for it. 2, you have to learn how to channel it. And that I am someone who can focus, but then there's also the fact that there's multiple quirks in All for One that kind of just lash out, and then you have to then learn how to control those ones. It's a terrible quirk if you're not ready to handle it. I might put him in C, but it really is a terrible quirk. Hagakure. Kind of like what I did with the Shadow Dude. I want to be seen, but you know, you can't see her. She has to be naked if she actually wants to be invisible on the battlefield, and it's not a good quirk if you're someone who wants to be seen, especially in hero society. Oyama, naval laser is a pretty cool quirk. However, as we've seen from him being a child to him as a teenager, there's just a natural leak and stomachache that comes with it. So although he can blast people around, it's not good for your health. And speaking of not good for your health, Denki, he can do like 2 million volts and then get dumb. That's still like a million between it. So yeah, it's just a lot of class 1A's quirks have very dangerous downsides. I mean, Mineta, this quirk is actually pretty cool if you know how to use it. Like, sticky balls. You can stick that to other people to cage them, but then if you strategically place them, you can bounce around the battlefield. But if you post too much, he starts to bleed. So yeah, it's you can learn how to control it, but there's only so much you can do before it starts to hurt you as a person. And speaking of hurting you as a person, if you haven't seen the manga or like just videos on TikTok, Ida has to rip out his engines. See, that's using railroad science, Gabby, but we've seen him use millions of volts on people in show, so they definitely have like a higher voltage intake than we do. But yeah, this dude has to rip out his engines if he wants to go faster. Ida, bro. I would no, actually no, I couldn't. I refuse. Like with All For One, I only have to hurt myself if I want to go stronger. Ida has to hurt himself if he wants to go faster. It's like I can't. I refuse. And speaking of hurting yourself, he does have to hurt himself to he does have to hurt himself to get stronger, but by hurting himself and just like falling off of buildings, something that I like to do, jumping from high places, he can get stronger from doing so. So I actually really like Kiri's quirk. Is it A? Maybe not, but like it's definitely higher than the rest of them. I had headcanon that Mina's acid slowly burns away her skin. You know what? That's probably why she's really, really pink, if you think about it. Because, you know, when you skin your knee or skin your arm or something, the inside is pink. So what if she's just constantly sweating acid, and so she's in constant state of skin? So it's just flesh we're actually looking at. But with that being said, being able to shoot acid is pretty cool. And from what we know, there isn't too bad of a downside, aside from, you know, it can burn her too. Sugar Rush. Yeah, that... Mina, as far as we know, that's not anything that actually happens, but yeah. But with Sugar Rush, you know, yes, you get to eat a lot of sweets and stuff, but the headache that's gonna come afterwards, I do not like sugar crashing. And speaking of sugar crashing and just things I don't like, bugs, being able, like, talking to animals, sure, but like, I wouldn't want to know that, you know? Like, could you imagine, like, you're out at the park just chilling and you just hear, wow, that human looks stupid, from a dog? I would be in so many fucking fights. But speaking of Zero, just because I am in Zero cosplay, although he does have to hurt his elbows to get stronger, and like, you know, shoot out as much as he can, fucking bootleg Spider-Man, come on. Right? Bootleg Spider-Man. And for Yamomo, again, this is Quirks, not the person. I already have a high metabolism, so the fact that her quirk takes her fat from her, I'm still 30 pounds underweight. So to use her quirk, I would have to eat a lot more. And if you know me, I can eat an entire large pizza in one sitting. So the fact that I can eat entire pizzas in one sitting and I'm still 30 pounds underweight, the amount of food I would have to ingest to then use Momo's quirk without passing the fuck out afterwards would be a lot. Sue is a frog. It's pretty cool. She has acid reflux. She can shoot out her organs, which is kind of creepy, but pretty cool too. I think it's a fun quirk. Would I say A? Maybe A. Yeah, I really hate how they slimmed down manga Momo. Manga Momo. I really hate how they slimmed down anime Momo just because her thing is literally fat. You expect me to believe this skinny girl is being able to shoot out cannons from her body without fucking going skeletal? No. Right? Tamaki, Momo, and Fatgum, they all have food-based quirks. They slimmed down all of the girls, and it's really fucking annoying. But speaking of Uraraka, float, I mean, come the fuck on. You can touch things and make it levitate. You can... It's so fucking cool. All you need is like a propeller, and then you can aim at where you want to go. And, Soji, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's reality. I forgot the next line. Everyone's fucking gangster until he turns off your gravity? No, I feel like that's not right. See, that's because she's motion sickness. That's not because of her quirk. But in terms of gyration versus, levitating is a lot easier for me to, like, being in high places is easier for me to control than, spinning around. Yeah, because in the training camp arc, her thing was that she literally had to get used to being, in the sky. But Soji, I can barely control my two hands. I cannot imagine having multiple parts that I then have to control even more. Katsuki Bakugo. Explosions, pretty fun. I actually don't sweat that much, so it's not like I'm gonna accidentally blow something up. But fucking explosions. Come on! And speaking of explosions, is fire. Ice and fire. The only downside is you can't use one side for too long without using the other side. Tokiyami. Again, this is the same thing with, This is the same thing with, the Beast Dude. I want to be in control of my quirk, and with Dark Shadow, I wouldn't be allowed to be out at night, and... Yes, it's cool and everything, but... I don't need to be afraid of myself. Okay, but imagine the use of Soji's quirk at the Sports Festival. Okay, that was... Earphone Jack. Again, pretty fucking cool. And you get to... When I had my mullet, I used to, like, twirl around with the back of my hair, so just being able to twirl around with your earphone jacks, that's... You won't be able to use an iPhone, but, like... And, Ojiro. Having a tail seems pretty fun, but aside from, like, a tail, everything else is, everything else is him. He has to work out. He has to learn martial arts. All he has is a tail. So, again, in terms of quirk, I don't want to be invisible. I don't want to have to rip out... I don't have to rip out my, leg engines. I don't like the feeling of sugar crashes. I don't need to pick a fight with a fucking dog. And tail. Tail. No, don't rescue. Okay, rescue heroes are just as valid, but also, her surround sound. She could fucking blow up a bridge if she needed to. With one fall, it is a good quirk. However, for the same reason as Momo, my body probably wouldn't handle it because he needs to train a lot. I do work out and stuff, but I'm still stick and bones because my body doesn't have the mass to actually give me muscles. Mineta, it's the hair, you know. I don't want to have balls on my head. I would like to change up my hairstyle. She's also wish she could buy a bunch of pizza. And Oyama, if he could get used to his navel laser, that'd be cool. But there's a whole episode dedicated to the fact that he can't get used to it. He needs his support equipment because it won't get better. And if it won't get better, it's still a cool quirk that is so strong, but he can't. He can't. And that's so upsetting. But also, I don't want to ruin my shirts or my pants by having the laser melted off, so I'm gonna put him in D-tier. Tokiyami, I would want to be in control of my quirk. Potentially, no, because like even outside of hero work, at night when you're going to bed, you'd have to have the lights on or some kind of light source so that he doesn't go fucking crazy. I don't get Mineta gone to 1A over someone to find a mushroom girl. Remember, 1A and 1B wasn't split by strongest to weakest. It was completely random. And you do probably know that, but I just want to say that again because a lot of people are like, wow, these people for 1B were so strong. Let's why don't they go to 1A? They literally say that it's completely random. And if you look at the entrance exam arc, you can see that at least 4 or 5 Class B people are in the top 20. 10? 20? 10? I don't know. Right? Like Hagakure, sure, she could have got like rescue points, but it doesn't make sense to me because unless she spent the entire time rescuing people, how is she gonna break down a robot who doesn't have eyes to blind? And at that point, we didn't even know that she could blind anything. Right? Like Shinso definitely could have got rescue points, but the thing is, I feel like he was also more focused on he has to beat everyone, so he wasn't really looking to team up with anyone. So that could have also been his downfall. But yeah, that was completely fucking biased against Mind Quirks. Like, unless it's a physical quirk that you can use on anything, the entrance exam is fucking bogus. And Soji, again, I can barely control my 2 arms, and I do talk a lot with my arms, so imagine, like, seeing 10 arms just flowing all the time. I feel like that might scare people. I feel like definitely it's not on par with these 4, because these are more, like, body, limitations, whereas him, I just think I will fuck myself over. Denki. Honestly, there's a lot of things in my life that have gone a little haywire with electronics, and I feel like electricity is just the next step for me. One of my friends has an entire Google home, like the entire house is run by Google. I can't spend too much time there because I somehow break the frequency for the commands. Like everything still works if you like manually turn it on and off, but like it will not respond to them if I'm in the room. We retested this. I left the house. It went back to normal. I went back in. It started frying again. I feel like I just have a natural electricity thing. Don't forget that Momo and Todoroki don't have to do the entrance exam because they were recommendations, right? And like the recommendation thing was a race. He just had to race around a track. He didn't have to fight anyone. Oh, 100%. Momo would have pulled a cannon out like she did last time. So for B, I feel like B is just quirks that I wouldn't really settle right with, because like imagine just being bored, it's like, oh, I'm just gonna do a little bit of acid, and then you kind of set the building on fire. And then with Soji, just the flailing arms thing. Kirishima, I feel like naturally I run into a lot of things, so I would just constantly be building up my quirk. Zero, also fun, also Spider-Man, pretty fucking cool. Sue, also pretty cool. She can jump, but do I want to be offensive to mutant types? Because I really don't want to be like all the time, you know? I still really like her quirk, so I'm gonna keep her an A. And Denki is Denki. He gets to be an A. And then fucking floating people, explosions, temperature control, and earphone jack. I mean, come on. Actually, no, Denki gets to be A. Fuck it. Denki is A. Because, like, could you just imagine how awesome that would be? That could legit numb his legs before breathing out vengeance. He can, but as we Ida can, but we've seen manga panels where he's putting a cloth in his mouth because he hasn't thought that far ahead. You can. Something I learned at the hospital is that I really like freezing. I really like the medical thing freezing. And if you don't know why that is, it's the needle that they inject in you to numb your skin so that you can't feel the stitching. So he could definitely just stick a bunch of freezings into his leg and then just rip it out perfectly fine. So in terms of me being a drug addict, I would put Ida higher, but in terms of actually being healthy, Ida's gonna stay at D tier. So this is how I feel about them in terms of quirks. So let me just save this real quick so I can post it on Twitter. And then we can get to how I feel about them personality rise. Save as 1A quirks. Download image. Bada boom. Alright. Gabby, you know exactly what I mean. Don't make me out you on stream too. Okay, but in terms of people and if I like them, let me just let me start off with S and move people down gradually. Uraraka, she is my favorite 1A student, okay? So she's gonna stay in S tier. Bakugo, I do not like him, so let's move him down. Todoroki, I do like him. However, I don't like the fact that everyone fucking compares me to him. I mean, come on. I didn't get into anime until like 2020. So the fact that in high school, people would be like, hey Tommy, you should watch My Hero Academia. You remind me of Shoto. And then when I finally watch it, I realize he has fucking family trauma and fucking a shit ton of issues. F you all. Jiro, pretty cool. Would I say S tier? No. Denki, also pretty cool. Would I say S tier? Maybe. Oh no, I've watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's remember Avatar got into mainstream media on the Western side. I saw it growing up. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, like I've been cosplaying Tsukuko. Like, don't worry. Because it's one of those things, like, if you're mentioning a character to me, it's like, oh, cool, sure, I'll watch it. But if you're like, you're mentioning it specifically because I remind you of a character, and that character's just fucking traumatized, fuck you. Like, recommend me a show. If I vibe with a character, I vibe with a character. But if you recommend me a show with the intent of, you remind me of this character, take note of him. Mm. Mm. Gabby did that with, one of the people from, Full Metal Alchemist. So you hate Monoma, and you hate that Uraraka is my fave. Maybe you really shouldn't be following me, my dude. Because we've been clashing a lot. Um, Kirishima. I really don't like how he's always about being manly, so I'm gonna move him down. Zero. Don't really know much about him. A lot of his personality gets washed away by Fan and Zero. Still a pretty cool dude, but he doesn't get enough screen time for me to, like, really develop anything for him. So, bringing him down again. Bakugo. I don't like him. Bringing him down again. Sue. I like Sue. I like Todoroki. I like Joe, and I like Denki, so they can stay there. Mina. Mina's pretty cool. She's a little much for me sometimes. But, again, just because they're not an A doesn't mean they're not cool. Hiroshima. Again, I feel like B tier is just the ones who are a little bit much to me, or the ones I don't really have an opinion on. Bakugo's going down again. Soji. He's a sweetheart. He's not my favorite, but he's a sweetheart. So, same as Zero. Deku. I actually really like Deku as a protagonist. I really do. And Momo. Momo is just so sweet. Mineta. Believe it or not, I do kind of understand his character because I had a few friends like Matt who were Mineta enthusiasts. So I understand them as a person, but I still don't like them, so D tier. Tokiyami. Um Hey yo, Max! What's up? Uh we're actually on the last tier. We're doing it based on how much I like them as people. We actually already did Class B and Class A's quirks and how much I would want them. Um but yeah, Tokiyami. He's a little too emo for me. I, I like him, but like he's too emo. I need sunshine. Kagakure really isn't my cup of tea, especially because we barely see her. Ida, he's a caretaker, which is why he's going in C. But I really don't like his personality. Ida reminds me of all those characters who take care of people in the most aggressive and rude way. And if you haven't noticed with who I like and the characters I remind people of, I tend to be that character who is rudely taken care of because I'm too chaotic. Like Daza and Kunikita, Deku and Ida when he fucking slapped the shit out of him after being released from the hospital. Just the chaotic one, and the one who tries not to be chaotic but is, but still tries to be by the rules but isn't, and it's very hypocritical, but he keeps people alive. I like the fact that he can bake. I really like the fact that he can bake. If they can cook, they get put up higher. I don't like Koji though. I don't know. Like, he did pull through in the end for Jiro, but... Did you cut your hair after getting... Max, I cut my hair like 4 times. So in my first stream when I had my long hair, second stream I cut it at the hair salon. Third stream I had actually cut it twice before the third stream, and then I just cut it again last night and actually before stream. So it's yeah, I've been cutting it. Ojiro, I really like him. I really do. B tier. Oyama, I like him. A little creepy, but I do like him. But now, do I move people down to C or do I move people up to A? So let's do this again. So, Uraka, Daki, and Momo. I love them as people. I love the quirks. I think I just care a lot about them. Like, yes, Uraka is doing it for money, but the only reason why she's doing it for money is because she wants to take care of her parents and her family. Deku. He's one of the few emotional protagonists that I saw in terms of like mid 2010s, like the start of emotional antagonists that went mainstream. He's smart, he understands his quirk, but he's not afraid to admit when he's wrong. And Momo is just an angel. I don't need to explain Momo. If you don't know why you should love Momo, you do not deserve to be on stream. Next we have Sue. I love Sue. She's... I mean, she's badass. She knows how to fight. Just... Sue is just a great person. Shoto, he just reminds me a lot of me, and if he wasn't such a call-out, he'd be an S tier. Jiro, I really like her. I really like her story arc in season 4. I like the fact that when she was put on the rescue team, instead of being, this sucks, she accepted it and realized, yeah, this is fun. This is something I can do still. Denki. Fuck, I gotta put Denki up higher. Denki! Mina. Kinda creeps me out at times, a little overbearing, but she's chill, and that's why I like her. Hiroshima. If he's gotten better at doing everything's for being a man, manly man, this is so manly. He's getting better at not doing that so frequently, but it's just... not my taste. Soji. I don't have a problem with him, but I don't have anything that really makes me I really like him either. Zero. Again, like Soji, I don't have anything that I hate, but nothing that I super really like about him. Tokiyami. He's a little too emo for me. But I do like him. I might need to put him down though, because Dark Shadow and just being super fucking emo, I feel like that is more on the negative side than the positive side. Zero. No, we already did. You. Don't remember your name. Sugar Rush. You can bake. I really like that about you. And you're kind of on the same mindset as Kirishima of how you kind of just punch your way through situations. Ojiro. Do I like you? Or do I just like you more than Katsuki and Ida? I'll leave you in B. Oyama. What if I... It doesn't feel right. Maybe this way? Maybe like, yeah, no, this looks right. This looks right. Um, the Animal Whisperer guy has same birthday as you. Oh, that's cool. Koda, Koda Koji. But yeah, this is how I feel about the students in 1A. If I would befriend them or if I would try to stay away from them. I wouldn't try to stay away from Kagakure. I just don't think I would ever notice her. The fact that she's invisible. Like personality wise, she's got the spirit, but it's a little too forgetful for me, you know? So we have like S tier. If I have to explain to you why I like them, then get out. A tier, lovely people I vibe with, probably people I would be friends with in school. B tier, people I'd be friends with, but like not close to because they kind of have a vibe to them. What quirk would I have in My Hero Academia? In terms of personality, because we actually did talk about this earlier in stream. In terms of personality, I would have Bakugo's quirk. In terms of just life, probably icy hot. But in terms of what I would actually want, something maybe teleportation or electricity based. How about you guys? Let me just go back to the just chatting screen. Do 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 do. Perfect, and let me save this. Do 1A rank. There we go. Time freeze? Oh, that's so cool. Wait, okay, I know it was an older show, so not everyone would know this, but does anyone remember Charmed? It was about three sisters who were witches. Piper had time freezing abilities, Prue had telekinesis, and Phoebe had precognition. Yeah, it's a great show. Thank you. So many times when I bring this up to people, they're like, "No, but that's a great show." The fact that all three of you know about it, God bless. But yeah, the time freezing ability was so fucking OP towards the end of it. Yeah, we don't talk about the remake. It's not. No, we don't talk about the remake. Even the old actresses were trying to boycott the remake, and they completely threw everything out the window. Not only is like the siblings not actually siblings, like there's an adoption one, so it's not even blood. It's not even the same bloodline. It's not it, the reboot is why I hate reboots so much. Was there for Paige. I won't say why there's a first sister because spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched it. But yeah, she was half witch, half white lighter. Yeah, Paige replaced Prue. And then there was oh, what the fuck? Why is my hair like that? There was Leo, who was Piper's husband. Man, I gotta watch Charmed again. It was a great ass show. But yeah, honestly, I'm surprised that we got through all three of those lists relatively on time. I mean, I know I'm over the 130 mark, but again, like I said in previous streams, the 130 mark isn't like my maximum, that is my minimum, so anyways, I think I should start to end the stream now, so thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, definitely watch Charmed. I think it was one of those shows that went into the double digits for seasons. I think it was 12 seasons. I might be completely wrong here. Because Netflix also has a huge habit of not doing the seasons by actual seasons. Any cosplays to look forward to? Oh, I am doing Zero right now. So once the stream ends, I'm gonna go fix my hair. My sibling said that I could use the ring light, so I might test that out. But yeah. So we got Zero again. Actually, where's my phone? Something that I love about the TikTok stories, because if you didn't know, TikTok has stories now for some godforsaken reason. Is that if I make a draft that I don't plan on posting, well, I could just post it to my story, and it just lasts 24 hours. You never have to see it again. So
your pronouns are what's in between your legs. Okay, Kyle. My pronouns are your dad and your mom because I don't discriminate. How does it feel to have a new stepfather? Your pronoun?
So yeah, anytime I do a draft I do like, but I do plan to remake, I'll just post it to my story. It's a win-win. I really hope that's not copyrighted. I know it's just someone speaking, but I've gotten a copyright claim for just a speaking thing before on YouTube, and it was weird. Speaking of YouTube, the VODs are there. I do wait like a week to actually post them. I'm changing, as of the Secret Stream Week, it's going to be 2 weeks before the streams get posted, just because they're still up on Twitch, so you might as well just watch them on Twitch if you want to rewatch, but And another thing. Do we like Secret Stream Week? Because I know a lot of people joined yesterday for some reason. I had like 2 followers within the first 10 minutes. So I might do another Secret Stream Week. Not anytime soon, obviously, but in the future. And I know we're nowhere near here we are. I know we're nowhere near the 25 follower goal, so affiliate isn't even in the question. But I do want you guys to know that if we do reach affiliate this year, I probably won't do, like, actually join it until next year, just because, and I will do a whole stream talking about it, just because I have to talk about it eventually. I will not be streaming for a few weeks in November and a few weeks in December, just because I need that time to myself. And so I don't want people to, like, subscribe and then only get, like, 2 streams before I leave. Oh, and that's Nightbot saying that I've been streaming for an hour for you. Alright, thank you guys so much for coming out. Tomorrow we will be on the creative world. I want to incorporate copper. I have an entire row of just copper. I do not know why I keep mining it, even though I know I'm never going to use it. Yeah, so we're going to have to find a way to incorporate that, or it's just going to take up my chest space. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye. For some reason I keep doing my YouTube outro. I hope you enjoy what's to come. I don't know. I don't know if I should keep doing it or not. It's I'm just gonna end the stream now. Bye.